All right, we've got Wah here. Wah wants to say a few things to you guys. Up to you, Wah.
Alright, so this video has been a long time coming. I just really haven't had the time because I've been pretty busy with my whole situation in life right now. You guys obviously know what's going on with my life right now. Like I had stage 5 kidney failure. Um, what can I really say? You know, I'm grateful for all you guys out there. You know, it's not really even about the money during this campaign. Um, it just shows me that you guys, care for me, praying for me, and words can never be enough for this because, you guys are giving me hope because at the start of all this, I mean, I was pretty down. I thought something like this could never happen to me, but it did, and now I just have to deal with it, try to get through this battle of my life. You guys give me the strength to try to move on with my life because honestly, I thought my life was pretty much over when this all began. Um, you know, I can never thank you enough. My life will forever be in debt to all you guys out there. For all you guys who shared the posts, who donated, who even just gave me, a prayer, a silent prayer. Uh, I'm very thankful for that. Um, what else can I say? There's not really too much to say, really. It's just this is my life now, and I have to deal with it. I don't wish this upon anybody. I wish for all you guys out there, never take your health for granted because you never know when something like this can happen. For me, it's been pretty easy because I've had a pretty good support structure. I have friends and family like Nick and his significant other. Um, if I didn't have my girlfriend, I don't know where I'd be. She helps me a lot. Some people would just up and leave, but for me, she stayed with me, and I'm thankful for that. I have a brother and his wife. They have offered me a kidney. So, I would never ask them to do that because it should be me giving them something. But it is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it. The girlfriend's also a match. We're pretty much waiting for their workup process to be done. So far, the girlfriend and the sister-in-law are a 7% match, which is a good number. I'm just waiting for my brother's results to come in. So Nick has a few questions to ask me. I'll just throw it back to him for a second.
Awesome, you're doing good, Wah. I guess this part is more for the people out there who, like you said, you never take your health for granted. And people might have some questions. How did you find out? What caused it?
So I think in 2017, I was doing I had high blood pressure, and I get referred to like a nephrologist, and that's a kidney doctor pretty much. And he decided to do like a kidney biopsy back in 2017, and so we did the biopsy, and he noticed the little irregular things or something about it. Like the kidneys were kind of inflamed. So he was looking after me. We were doing like blood tests every so often, and he said my creatine levels are not perfect, but they're not right. They were stable at that time. So he was still looking after me, and after a while, we just kind of lost contact with each other. So I went on about my life. I thought everything was okay. And now in 2022, around probably, the month of July, probably, I've always had itchy skin. So I would just go to the outdoor clinics, get some cream, and it would always clear up. But it just never cleared up. So August 3rd, I went to the clinic again, and I was doing blood work, and I did blood work that day pretty much. And then I left the clinic because he prescribed me another cream. So I went to go get the cream, and probably around, let's say, 7 o'clock or so, the clinic called me back, said, you got to come back right away because your blood work's back. And once I went there, he sat down with me and we talked about it. And he's like, yeah, I think you have, your kidneys are failing because your creatine levels are so high. So we got to get you admitted in the hospital. So I said, okay. I went to get admitted in the hospital. They did another kidney biopsy test at that time. And when they did it, they said, your kidneys are pretty much gone, which was stage 5 kidney failure. So that's all how it happened, really. I mean,
How did you take that news in that moment?
I mean, I was down. I thought, my world crashed. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I was extremely itchy. Like, I would feel like I would just want to rip my skin right off. That's how bad it was. And I was, I was down. I mean, I was upset because I just couldn't believe it was happening to a person like me, because I'm not old, but I'm not young. I'm just in between, and I could never think it would happen to someone around my age at this time, because I have always thought that I, was healthy, doing the right things in life. You know what I mean? I drank when I was in my mid-20s and stuff, just like everybody else. I partied and stuff. I might have tried, a few drugs here and there, but I grew out of that. And after, when I probably reached my like 30s or so, I didn't do any of that stuff. All I did was work, and pretty much that was my life. And I thought I was healthy, but obviously it was killing me inside slowly.
All right, we had a little camera issue there, but
Okay.
so Wah, thanks for opening up about that stuff. So with all that being said, what does treatment look like for you?
So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I pretty much, my days are pretty much in the hospital. Like, I'll wake up, I'll pretty much get ready for dialysis. I have to go to dialysis at 1:15 every day of those days, and it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the people I've met there are very nice, and I'm very grateful for them because they save my life every day. To all the nurses out there that are in the dialysis unit, pretty much what happens is I go in, I get weighed, and they see if I have taken on fluid or not, which is most likely in the case I do. My average fluid intake probably above, like, maybe, to explain it like in simple terms, like I would say my dry weight is 66.3, and sometimes if I add, like if I drink too much or whatever, it could make the fluid go up, which is not really a good thing. So there's two processes of the dialysis. So you go in, they clean your blood, and sometimes they could take off 1 liter of fluid, or they could take off 2 liters of fluid. It just depends on how much you actually take in. But the more you take in, the harder it is on your system. So it's a 2-step process. It's not just cleaning the blood. Sometimes they could just clean the blood. It depends if you're taking on too much fluid or not. But most likely in my case or whatever, from my experience, it's usually, you know, 1.5 liters or so, which is not bad. They say it's it's average or whatever. So I sit there for probably 4 hours each day of those days, which it's a long time. I mean, I'm sitting there on a tablet trying to just keep my mind off of things, and it's pretty boring, to tell you the truth. It's gone pretty good. I mean, my first time on dialysis, it wasn't that great. I had a bad reaction, and I felt like I was just like, when I was so itchy, but I couldn't get to the edge, and I felt like my skin was on, pretty much on fire. But after the first time, they figured it out. I just had to use a special. It's like a tube. It's a filter, pretty much. It's just a tube with pretty much paper filters in it, but really strong ones, I guess you would call. So, but they use a special one for me. So, I haven't had bad reactions ever since the first time, which is great, because I mean, I was scared. I thought when I went on the second time doing dialysis, I thought it was going to happen again, and I was like, what happens if this doesn't work for me? Because if this doesn't work, I need a transplant right now. And I was scared, but luckily they figured it out, and it's been going pretty smooth, pretty much up until now. I've had a few times where sometimes dialysis makes you sick a little bit, and then you can throw up. I've thrown up once during dialysis, which wasn't too, it was pretty messy. But after that time, it's been pretty smooth, and I haven't gotten sick since. So I'm just grateful that there's something out there that can save my life for now until I get a transplant. So that's the treatment for now, and maybe some tests here and there to do my workup process, but that's still an ongoing process. But that's the treatment. So like I said, I'm very grateful for all you guys out there. It's never been about the money. I'm just happy that people actually still care about me and are praying for me. And like I said, thanks will never be enough, because you guys are trying to actually help me, keep me alive, which I'll forever be grateful. One last thing is, family is not blood. You don't have to be born into a family. Families is what you make it along the way of your life. So just know that you guys have a place in my heart always. And with that said, I'm just going to end the video here now. Thanks.